Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Alsapa Tasya Monika Susilo. Student ID number 1909048. Major Chemical Engineering. Today I would like to explain stabilizing the price of sugar and utilization of sugar industry was regularly. The 19th and 30s were the heyday of Indonesia's capable sugar industry, exporting to many countries and has become the second sugar exporting countries after Cuba. But the situation is reversed since 1967, where Indonesia will import sugar from Brazil, India, and Thailand. With the need for raw material consumption and the food and beverage industry, the results showed that the cost sugar production is very uneconomical because of the inefficiency that extend from cultivation to processing in factories, so it's difficult to obtain profit margins. Target and beyond sugar self-sufficiency cannot be achieved because it is highly regulated. There is no synergy and tend to be conflict of interest between ministries or agencies, and conflict internal often occurs because between sugar mills and disharmony between sugar farmers by sugar factory. In the sugar industry, competition is tiger. In the era of Southeast Asian economy, that means the level of efficiency of the country's sugar factories is necessary special attention. The same applies to user of the sugar and sugar industry as a component of raw material contributes to the creation of food and product, so that it can compete with similar products from other countries. Observing how intense competition is in the Asian economic community based on free trade, the yield of sugar, which is a production cost efficient, is very important and urgent at this time, include work from improved farmer welfare. Sugar is one of the most important food commodities human around the world. Sugar provides benefit to human life, besides benefit for the body, but sugar also provides great benefits from life. Humans begin the initial process of making sugar, namely planting sugar cane. Existence of a factory sugar in an area will indirectly improve the economy and progress in infrastructure in area. This is due to the existence of a sugar factory requires road access, as the many access to the sugarcane plantation have first to be transported to be the factory, which will then process into sugar. This can be seen from the policy implemented by the Dutch East Indies colonial government. Make the Dutch East Indies colonial government impose cultuurstelsel or system for cultivation, set aside 20% of the land to be planted with export crops such as sugarcane, tea, and coffee. Apart from roads, there is a sugar factory also help upon rail access, which in a science time was also used as sugarcane transport. Apart from progress in infrastructure, the impact of extinct sugar factories have also spawned various debates that support sustainability sugar production. The problem that I will raise in the development in the sugar industry in Indonesia is the instability of sugar price in the market and the comparison of imported sugar price from abroad. In general, sugar sold in the market originating from abroad such as Thailand and India has better quality and more affordable price, so many people choose to buy import sugar. Meanwhile, domestic produced sugar has a high enough price and low quality. As a result, sugar that has been produced is less attractive to the public. In order to overcome the problems of the sugar industry in Indonesia, the government through state-owned, it is necessary to make policies to reduce sugar import quotas from other countries in order to maintain domestic sugar products. In addition, state-owned is necessary instructed all sugar factory management in Indonesia to the modernization of the means of production. In order to boost efficiency and production capacity of sugar in the future to come, establish good cooperation between sugarcane farmers and sugar factories in order to achieve a sugar production that can be meet countries' own needs, although not completely. expanding the land for sugarcane plantation so that in the milling season the factory does not lack sugarcane and prepares sugarcane that is ready for production. Through the state owned as well, the government needs to make policies for all sugar factories in Indonesia to be able to open new business other than the sugar product. The government regulation of the Republic of Indonesia number 47 of 1973 about establishment of a general sugar bonding company, Article 4, Paragraph 1. A. Producing sugar as well as all kinds of processing result from to here. B. Developing sugarcane planting business and helping business sugarcane plantation of the people or farmers. Furthermore, sugarcane waste can be used for indirect energy sources, such as a blotong for fertilization, biocompost, or biochar, and ethanol waste is used for organic liquid powder. The excess pulp can be used directly as raw material for paper, and cutting can be produced into wax. With this policy, the factory is expected sugar in Indonesia can increase its own income so that the sugar factory in Indonesia can develop and further increase productivity in producing sugar. In addition, the government also needs to make policies regarding setting standard price for sugar products in order for all sugar factory production can be at the price it should be and the availability of adequate stocks, so as not to attract the attention of sugar mafias to buy up all the reserve mills and stockpile the wheat until the price of sugar soared greatly expensive and then sell it to consumers. With the above efforts, it is hoped that sugar production will go through a sugar factory in Indonesia can increase and can reduce the quota of import sugar from countries in ASEAN. In addition, an increasing yield policies will be making production efficiency will increase so that it can create industry. Sugar in Indonesia is getting stronger in the face of competition in ASEAN. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.